Hello, good evening. My name is Modi Apparatus, and welcome to Jan Zeleny's Mashinky. This game is a mashup between kind of a tabletop, like board game, and a train sim type game, a railroad tycoon or a transport tycoon, or the heavy influences here. It seemed pretty cool. It seems like it has a really neat kind of difference between there's the overview mode, and there's also going into more of a 3D mode, and there's some plans, it looks like, where you'll actually be taking control of the trains yourself and driving them. There's a multiplayer in the works for it too, which will be very, very interesting. Seems like a very interesting game. It is available on Steam Early Access and October 6th. It is a one-person development team, so they've been working on it for several years, actually. I think they explained like 7 years they've been working on this. So it is a labor of love, for sure. And we will get into it with an episode to see what it's all about. So let's get into a brand new game of Mashinky. So, initially we're going to start with the recommended for our first game stuff here. Recommended setup for the first game is going to be 128 by 128, low density hills, and yada yada. You can do all kinds of different stuff, high density hills, mountains to mess with. We're just going to stick with low density because it makes the game a little bit easier to play with when we're just starting out here. And I'm now by no means an expert on the game here. So, we'll take a look though. So, welcome to Mashinky. You are the owner of a transport company. To succeed, you will need to build tracks, research and buy the latest vehicles, transport goods and passengers. The goal is to build a transport empire and earn as many tokens as possible. Good luck. This is your first quest. Here you'll learn about the different types of quests in Mashinky, and when you've completed it, you'll move on to the game controls and the basics. So, we get 10 coins just for sitting here. You get some, actually this is cash. Coins are, there's two different kinds of currency as far as I can tell. Coins and dollars. On the left-hand side, you can see the list of quests. Each type of quest is different. Era quests, event quests, tutorial quests, and sandbox quests. We can zoom out and zoom in. We can click and hold to rotate. We can right mouse to look around in WASD. And these are the kind of currency. So these are the tokens. You get money tokens, wood tokens, coal tokens, and iron tokens, depending on where your trains go to. The first thing you need to do is create a nice hill. You'll need to modify the terrain a lot. Buildings, railways, infrastructure all need the right terrain for construction. So we grab the terrain tool here, and then it takes us from that 3D mode here. We can switch back and forth between them very, very easily. But it takes us from this 3D environment mode where everything's nicely shaded and colored and all that stuff, and it switches into kind of a more kind of board gamey kind of look to it. Something like SimCity, old school SimCity, where we get a little more utilitarian look at it. So this is saying to select the bulldozer icon and use it to clear a tile. We can raise and lower land. We can equalize the terrain around it. We're just going to make a small mountain here. Raise the terrain with the left mouse button. You can also hold and drag. So if you want to make a mountain like this, costing us all of our money to do that. Probably wasted a ton of cash. Probably not the best, but we'll get some more money from doing these quests here. Mashinky is all about railways. The simple railway is the line between two stations connected with a depot. So we put a station, a depot, and start building our lines. So we need to go between Wakefield and Thamesdown. Oh God! So Thamesdown is here, Wakefield is here. This is a pretty sizable train we're gonna need. We can basically put let's get the rail tool open here, and then we'll get the station tool open here, and then we'll build the station by clicking on flat land near the place here. So I'm gonna say we click like right here, and add on a thing like that, and then we go over to here and we find a spot to build, and this has got some stuff in the way, so we're gonna build it right at the end of the road here, for this little tiny little hamlet here. Put it right there. So we got a station with lots of benches sitting there for passengers, and over here we have the second station. So we have to build a railway between these two things. The simplest road would just be a single rail. We can just run back and forth between these two things. So we just go from here. We drag the rail from there to there. We drag the rail from here to here. And they recommend when you're first starting here to building rails to really short pieces, so you can see how they connect and don't make any more mistakes. There we go. So we got the train connecting, just a simple railway between them, and then we need to build a depot. The depot is find a suitable spot for the depot. Rotate the depot so it connects to your railway line. So we'll go like this. You have to rotate it like this. And I don't think we can have it like right against there. I think it was more like this, or we can have it like that. And so that lets the train get in and out then. And then once we have that done, we click that, we add on some engines, And we can do the 260 Porter, was what they recommend here to buy for the quest. And we can get some info on it here. We can tell it to start. We also need to add on some wagons to it. Pullman can have 8 capacity for people. You'll find some that have log capacity, some have a lumber capacity, some have coal and coal. So it all depends. But for now, we're going to get some Pullman trains as they recommend. And we click start to set our train on the road. Close this down. We can see our train here. So, first passengers, this is a unique opportunity for your company. There's virtually no transport infrastructure here. You should take advantage of this. I think the best thing would be to start with transporting passengers. It's a cheap way to make some money and get your company started. From Abner Doublebuy. Abner Doublebuy, reference to Abner Doubleday, which was the inventor of baseball. I'm guessing. I mean, I know what Abner Doubleday was, but was he the inventor of baseball, or was he famous for being a proponent of it originally? All right, we can speed this along a little bit, get our train moving a little faster with the speed 4 here. Speed along time a little bit. Train moves very, very slowly. So it pulls to the end of the station here, unloads people, turns around just kind of magically. But that's okay. We could make it a loop, but the loops add their own little complexities to it. So for now, a simple railway earning us some cash is just going to be going back and forth here. So transporting passengers from their destination to their home and back. We get $100 as soon as we do 50, and we'll let them go. Now, as you can see, there's all kinds of different spots for resources. Lots of cities scattered throughout here of various sizes, and we need to decide how to connect these best. There's logs, which I believe need to go to lumber mills, which are, there's Toolworks. He's looking for wood and coal to make wood tokens and coal tokens. This guy's looking for forests. You know, forests here. Over here to the sawmill, you can bring 3 wood to make those into 2 lumber. You take the lumber from here over to like a Toolworks place, and then here you just have another sawmill. You get 3 lumber, and so you can have a sawmill going between these 2 here. And really, I think the easiest way to get this going here to start with is to have multiple trains going. They have their own operating costs and that kind of thing, but that might be the easiest way here. We got our first passengers, collect $100 for that, and we get this game progresses through ages, basically. So it is the early Steam age. As we progress through time and through ages, we get more resources unlocked. So here we have the delivery of logs needed for Jack Tamiel, sales representative. Let me introduce myself. I'm Jack Tamiel, LMBR Deputy Co. Our company plans to invest in the development of the local industry. That's why I contacted you. First, we deliver logs to our sawmills. Forests are everywhere around us. There should be no problem finding them. If you succeed, we'll pay you well, and you'll have more work for you to do. I think the easiest thing to do would be to connect these 2 right here, bring the logs from here and back. So we'll need to do the same kind of thing here. We'll stick with the 1-lane railroad here, just run them back and forth like that. And no fuss, no muss. So, for the lumber mill, we need to build another station then. Right outside the door here. And over here, we'll build another one out to the forest right here. And people should start loading these things up just like that magically. People are tossing, lumberjacks are tossing the lumber right under the station here. And then we need to connect the 2 trains over here. Same as we did before. Bring them over here like so. There, we'll bring it up here like so. Oh, we actually went too far out of the bounds here. Just like that. That's all I need to do. And that will be our second train. Now, what we need to do then is add on the station once more, or the depot rather. And we are out of cash for the moment. No, we're not. Okay, we just need more room. So we'll put it like right there. And on the depot, this lets the engine. We can do the Baldwin, which has a 2 operating cost. And it costs less. Oh, it needs tokens for this one though. But has a faster speed between the 2 places, 85 miles an hour versus the other one. This is a much heavier train though. Let's stick with the Porter. 290 horsepower. Less operating costs. All right, let's do the Porter. Then we'll add on some wagons for wood. And it should pick up the wood from there and take it over to the lumber mill next. So let's start it up. Go. And we'll see if that's getting down here. Very nice. And it's got 21. That's all it can carry right now. we have more horsepower, we can have on more trains to it. I don't quite know what the capacity is for that. So we got some lumber coming in, and getting some stuff coming back out. So we have some lumber sitting here. So it would be good if we could to run it from there over to a toolworks, but that's for now. That's going to be fine for the first starter here. For the subsidy here, we'll do that. There's a tool place here. There's more lumber here. Don't quite know the best bet. With the toolworks, we also need coal there. We need 4 coal brought in. So what we need then, I think, is a second train coming from this direction, which will come from this station and then reverse and go back and forth here between there. So now I might be willing to put a thing on the back side here. Well, it's hard to say. I don't know, because the station here has the lumber sitting on it now. The actual sawmill board sitting on it. I guess I could have a train go from there to put more cars on the train, have it do a loop, and have it visit over here, and then come back over to here. If you really wanted to get into it here, I guess we could do that. What's our reward for completing this? $100. Okay. How much would it cost to bring a thing from here over to here? So 130, 120. We could totally do it. And then we need coal coming from another spot here. So let's get, first of all, let's level the terrain here. All right, get that flattened. And then we will make the loop. So we'll do a loop from here over to here. And it's going to create some coins for us then. Or tokens, rather. So it's working on the quest line right now. One more trip should do it. It's got 21 on there right now. And there we go. Collect. So everything's going great. Our bosses are happy, and that's quite rare. Hope it stays like that for a long time. If you're interested, I have another offer for you. Sawmills are producing more timber than our horse-drawn carriages can handle, and our warehouses are almost full. We can connect our sawmills and local toolworks by rail to the speed of transport. Okay. So 200 units of timber to any toolworks. Okay. So let's see about getting this train going where it needs to go now. Let's see what we can do. So we can bring the train out for like this. That's what we found out before. We just have a nice long beeline straight over here. We're gonna slowly run out of money here if we're not careful. So we gotta be careful. We aren't being wasteful. So there's a station here we'll need. Let's see. Go station. Put it right outside of this. Can we put a station like right here? It's not gonna be too close to the edge of the map to turn. Yeah, outside the playable area. Shoot. All right, so we got to do it this direction then. Where's the coal gonna come from though? And how do we make sure the trains don't collide? If we bring coal from over here over to here, it might be tough. It's gonna be tough. Once you get 2 trains on the same track, everything gets a little more complicated. All right, well, we got to do it this way because this is all we have available. We'll do that and bring the railway from back here. Connect it here. All right, and then we'll get the lumber coming from here. Brought over. All right, so now we have the full thing connected here, and they should be bringing that over now. We'll see if he's doing it. Oh, because he needs the lumber train on there. Okay, so we need to add more trains onto this car here. Engines. Let's bring this one back into the depot here. Go to depot on the way back. Oh, it's going all the way around. Doesn't have any of the good stuff on it, though. This is going to make it take longer. Looks like it's turning back around. Is there something not connected here? Yes, there is. So we have one little gap right here. We just got to fix that up. And get to the regular mode here. Oops. We should delete this spot right here, I think. And connect these like so. There we go. Now it should be connected 100% here. All right, the train is in the depot. We can add on more cars to it. So we want to add on 3 of those. Hopefully we have enough horsepower to actually carry it. And go. Let's see. Train has no orders. So what can we do here? Can we go? So it came from there. It's going down to here. From here, I'm hoping it'll take those things off. Load up this. Nice. And it's gonna go back the wrong way. All right, so I took a minute here and just played around with the game a little bit, and I got a sense of how to actually use the orders here. It doesn't really explain it very much in the tutorial here, but what I found out is that we can actually give the trains orders by clicking where they need to go. So all we need to do is tell it, okay, I want station 6, then station 0, then station 1, and then reverse it. And that's what I've done for this train here, wherever it might be. So train 1 here, what I've done is I've gone station 4 drop off, station 0 drop off, station 1, and then reversed it. So that should be the same for this thing. Now the orders are all screwed up because I have all these reverses in there. I don't know how to delete those out. I was trying to backspace them. I can't just drag them off. Doesn't seem like it reverses like crazy here. Oh, I can delete them like this. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's making sense. All right. So that's easier. Okay, so now all we need to do is tell it what order we want things to go in. We can tell it we want it to go station 3. And then from there, from station 2. And then from there, all the way over here to station 5. And then it should go back around again. It should start at the top of the order here. So now, once it gets back here with its orders here, it should fix itself here. So now, let's see what's going to happen. It's got a bunch of stuff on it now. All this extra lumber here. I don't know if we need to set it to load and unload each time. We'll see what happens. It just rolled right through. Okay, so we need to set the order on this one to actually load and unload then. And if it doesn't do this, I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll make it stop and restart just to reset it maybe. A little frustrating, but I think it's not stopping. Okay. Let's send it back to the station here. We're just losing money on this train here over and over again. This train's been running for 8 years. So what it's gonna do here. What if I stop it at the other thing here? Like manually. There we go. Now go to depot. Now it should stop at the depot. There we go. And it's gonna stop itself. Okay. Now we have the depot kind of set up backwards here. So we need to start it. Then stop it, reverse it, and start it. That should get it going in the right direction. So it should stop here, unload, and then full load. Why is it not stopping? Let's delete the unload load stuff. Might be confusing it. All right, it's taking the wood at least this time. Now let's see if it works everywhere it's supposed to. Now it should stop over here. Drop the stuff off. Okay. Then continue on. Yes. Okay. Yes. And then moment of truth here. As long as it stops over here, we're good. Yes. Oh, we did it. Okay, cool. Now the trick will be incorporating in a third train. Okay, so let's think about this. So let's see, we get the coal mine here. How can we connect those two? Let's see here quick. Okay, so we got the Age of Timber is done. Not yet, we got 21 to go, so that's still good though. Next we need to get coal though, I'm guessing. And Steam Age is not quite there yet. We haven't gotten the money to actually complete this Steam Age here. But does that unlock new things for us? New opportunities. Okay, so recent discovery of ore deposits are very exciting. Foundries and government support to process more iron ore, but can't transport itself. This is the perfect moment for our company to enter the market. I've successfully negotiated financial support for local authorities as a part of the contract. They want us to transport coal too. So transporting coal and, let's see. Deliver 1,000 logs from near Sunderland. So it's this one here. Deliver the logs from here to here is the idea. But then we have no place to go with this wood afterwards here. The tool works actually, I don't think it needs all three of those things. Yeah, it doesn't need all three of those things. All it needs is the wood coming in. So the tool works can do all kinds of different stuff there, but it only needs the wood coming in. So we can actually send the coal to a different train altogether. If we have another tool works right here, for instance, we could take coal from there, bring it over here, and start getting some coal brought in. And that wouldn't be too bad. So what we need to do then is make a coal loop maybe, because there's 1, 2, 3. We can make a coal loop here probably. Loop it around and coming back through here and get all the coal dropped off. And then the iron, we have iron processing here. So these are iron foundries. So they need coal and iron brought over to these. Okay, so we need to think of which coal we want to use for that. We need this is what? Iron ore? And then we need iron ore turned into iron bars over here. So that is not terribly tough. I suppose we can take the coal from here, iron from here, coal from here, loop it around to here and make, process that into coal, and takes a 1 coal and 1 iron then. And then from over here, we need to take that iron and process it into things that the tool works here. All right, so the coal will get there as well. So we need a train. We need a train that goes all the way through here, basically. All right, let's start thinking up some stations then. So we can do this. We can do this. Okay, so let's start a station up here. Get a station here. Okay, we get a station here. A station here. Station here. A station here. And we need a station over here then. No, not there. Here. Okay, those are our main stations. Okay, so then we got trains connecting we need tracks connecting all of them. And from here up to here. And we gotta make kind of a loopy here. And delete this last part right here, because it's not connecting right, and connect these here then. Cool. And then from here, we can go, let's go from over here to over here, and loop that back around over here. Got that connected. We go up to here. We're getting there. I'm gonna bring the train from over here, straight through over to here. I wonder if we can have 2 stations for a single place here. Let's try that. I'm kind of curious how this works. Not that. I mean, the stations, not roads. Yeah. It's gonna get coal at both. If this one fills up, it'll have coal at the other. Looks like it's gonna send to both. Awesome. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. And then we can come from here down through to here. We'll go right between the two. It's probably gonna cut off this sawmill, but that's okay. Oh, I don't need to do all that. Okay, let's see. Let's bring it going out here. Let's bring it coming in through here then. And we'll just delete this. We don't need that ancillary stuff there. All right, delete straight, and then we'll come from there straight along the mountain. And from here up to here. All right, that seemed to have worked. And then we just need a station on here. And if this works, we could probably have multiple trains going at the same time. As long as they're going the same directions, we could actually have more than one train going here. So that might work, especially with the amount that they're producing. So let's go depots here. Let's try 2 trains here. So we'll go 1 train here. We'll do another train here. And then we'll go engines. Let's see. Should we build a nice one here? It is $90 for this one. Operating cost is 2, but it has a lot of horsepower. I like it. And we'll add on some wagons for it. Let's see. So we need to be able to carry iron ore, coal, and iron. All right, let's try it. Let's start it up here. Now we're gonna plan for the future here and have the next one already going. So let's see what this is gonna happen here. So let's get this one. Let's start thinking about this one. Where's this gonna start and where's it gonna go to? We need this train going. Not that. We need this train. Here we go. So we got orders. So we're gonna go. Let's start at 7. So we go 7. Then here. Then here. Then here. And then come back through to here. And come back through to here. And then through here. And then should we go back to the front? Okay, so 1. So that's 7, 11, 10, 12, 13 needs to be in there. Why is 13 not letting us add? Come on. There we go. 13 can move up past for 12 then. Right? 12, then the 13. And then from 13 over to 9. Take a look at this here now. Keep the trains running on time. It's dropping off stuff. This is processing, creating iron things for us. Oh my gosh, nice. And then over to the coal mines, they're dropping off the rest of the, getting some more coal here. Beautiful. And it's working. It's got it. It's working. Over here to get some more iron ore. And then we can add a second train on if we want to, do the exact same thing. Man, this will be cool. Anyways, I think that's a good breaking point. We got the basics of the game started here. We might revisit this as it develops here. As I said, it's gonna be early access on October 6th. There's a ton of features that Jan has planned for this. Multiplayer, which should be fascinating. I'll see how that works. And all kinds of new stuff. Taking control of the trains, being the engineer, conductor, whatever. All kinds of different stuff we can do in the planned versions. So guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you did enjoy it at all, let me know via likes, comments down below, and I'll see you guys around the channel for more. Have a good night.